Greetings to you all. Welcome to What's Your Talent podcast. I am your host, Untadile, the Talking Queen. And today in studio, we're not just chilling with a coach, we're chilling with a multi-talented person. He's going to introduce himself to you guys. Over to you, sir.
Yes. Thank you so much, Untadile. My name is Karabo Bahamuko, so I go by the name Mega, which means more excess, greater abundance. So just to shorten it and to just abbreviate it, Mega.
Wow. Mega, it's okay. It's almost starting. Is it a nickname or is it something in your ID?
I can say it's spiritual.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because of, I'm very versatile.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a young upbringing man there in South Africa, you'll find out that I was involved. So that's why I call myself Mega, because the word Mega, it's more excess, greater abundance, and it means it's more than major. Yeah, so that's why I call myself Mega.
So tell us more about you and where you come from, like how no hula and your plans, how no lumunyane. Do you think you would be here today? So tell us when you were growing, knowledge one, what were you thinking of as a child?
Okay, thank you so much. As a child, Karabo, as a child, was a soccer player, and he was at school there. I was also busy with the art acting.
Yeah.
I was busy, with quite a lot of poetry.
Yeah.
So, but according to me, as a child, I wanted to pursue something to do with piloting.
Yeah.
Or also maybe aircraft mechanics.
Yeah.
So, because I saw myself maybe as, because they ask you,
what do you want to become when you grow up?
Yes. So, and then I said, no, now I just want to be a pilot. Now I just want to be maybe a mechanic. And hearing that my father was a mechanic, so I thought I want to follow, his footsteps, even though I don't know him that much.
Yeah.
So, and it happened that out of the blue, I found growing up that I'm very talkative.
Yeah.
I am very involved.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think we all grow to do what we think.
Yeah.
To say what we think we're capable of doing, but actually we're not there as a platform. We have a different platform. Yes. So as you are a coach and
I'm a coach, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a speaker. Yeah, and also I'm also a musician, because I'm in church there. I'm in praise team, but I pursue also hip hop. But as Mega also underbody like some David Twan. When I was growing up there, I was doing hip hop. So I used to call myself as KP Crazy. Where I would say I'm KP Crazy, my flow is crazy. It makes rappers dizzy in that sense of weed. You just ride and you flow with the ride. Yeah. So it was something like that. And along the path, I found myself, being formal. And because, these dreadlocks, I just did them recently again. Yeah, but I have them in my ID.
But
yeah. And then after, if it's a metric, I went to work at the airport, or Tambo International Airport. At kulula.com. With also British Airways, because it's Qualcomm Air, so I'm the BS services. So after pursuing that career at airport, it happened that now I followed ministry. I don't know if you understand about ministry.
I don't understand anything.
Yeah, ministry, which means as you maybe a believer in Christ.
Yeah.
Because I'm also a firm believer, super saved, sanctified, believing in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And I'm fully into that with my faith and my belief.
So you also preach?
I
saw on your status, you got no preacher.
No, it's just lifestyle,
Yeah.
I believe Christianity must be lifestyle. It must not be found in the walls of the church.
Yeah.
It must be something that you express
you
everywhere.
Do daily, anytime, anyway.
Look at
So,
me in the
yeah.
team. We preach there. We speak about, we have to pray.
Yeah.
We pray as players there.
Yeah.
And we believe that everything is driven through prayer. And we cannot live life without the creator of life.
Yeah.
That's why we believe in God.
Okay, so before we go deep, you going deep. Before we go deep, what came first and what made what and
all this possible.
Yeah. Like, okay. I'm talking about a gospel musician or what came first? Like, how?
Yes. It started through art.
Yeah.
And then as I was in art, I was also following choir.
Yeah.
Go TKM, if you know the next 13.
Yeah, I know.
So it was those days when sometimes you go to choir and about music, it was not something that I thought, I've got a gift about it or a calling that I can pursue in it. Then after the music, it came on. Now as I was busy at the choir, I became also a soccer player. I play for Baker's Biscuits, Kotimbis. Yeah, or Dimo, But what I found that while I was playing soccer, I was also doing choir at the same time.
So who did you choir then? What coaching? Oh, soccer, yeah.
Yes, as a player. And then the articles on the training.
Yeah.
Then after that, I became born again. Grade 9, I remember, because I used to have a challenge with a lot of SEO, school Christian organization kids. They are always number one,
Yeah.
And I used to ask myself why they are always number one. And one of the days, I said, I need to find what is their secret. And then I visited Kutla as they gather a break, praying. And there was one gentleman, I still remember his name, Surprise. The man preached. And the man preached. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And I gave my life to Jesus that day.
At school.
Grade.
Yeah.
9. I gave my life to Jesus. And imagine, come on, little boy,
yeah.
And
but then I don't think into Jesus, you're not supposed to live your life. No, you those people ordering in the temple. This is the temple of the Lord. I can't.
Okay, let me
remember. Everybody has
mistakes.
Have own temptations. So how did you deal with it?
Okay, yeah. In when it comes to my belief system, I think it was built under the principles of school Christian organization.
Yeah.
The way they conducted themselves. They used to have a self-conduct. I wished to be like them.
Yeah.
They are always on top, the way how they portray themselves. You don't find them into quite a lot of things, where how another problem they are there and stuff. Yeah, so I started to ask myself for why these ones and stuff. And I started to have the like of that. And out of that, I think reading the Bible, it shaped me.
Yeah.
And nobody just said, as a Christian, this is how you have to do things. This is how you must believe. Yeah. And you don't have to do 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3.
You just did it your way.
I think by reading the Bible, it just gave me a certain, direction or guidance for me to say, okay, this is how I am going to follow the way.
The right path.
Yes. And then I think it shaped my life and it saved me from quite a lot of things. Because even now, if I can say that, looking at the friends or people that I grew up at school, it's very embarrassing that some of them maybe you find body strating, they are involved in afflictions,
So let's talk about you becoming a coach. How did that come about?
Oh, becoming a coach, this is a miracle.
But how is it a miracle? Because you were playing soccer. It is expected for a person not learning soccer.
It was not something that I said I just want to be a coach. I think it's something that it came, as a believer, that you see young people out there, and especially where I'm staying, Bonocam Park. It's sort of like mini suburbs, so also, and you find that a lot of people, they are not, very close, and there's no unity in such a way. But Baba Mata into the teams, a lot of teams out there, especially when we're in Kempton Park or now Kempton FC or Bechekas FC. So, and it came to my attention as I was seeing a lot of young kids in the streets. And I said, no, I used to play soccer because I was also going to gym some of the days for Nakono Camp Park. I don't know what happened. I spoke to the kids in the street. I said, guys, we have to meet the other day. It was, I think, last year, early last year, and then we met. Early last year we met. And then we started, as I said, okay, now I'm going to coach you. And I thought, when you start level 12, you're thinking you're going to guide only these ones. And then suddenly, the whole Nokem Park was there. And then I saw that, okay, I have this gift. I have to pursue this. And then I have to shape the young people to show them the way. And for them, it's not about just physical fitness. It's also mental fitness. It's also about emotional stability. It's also about the principles and how to portray themselves, to respect the elders, and to also show them that life is not the way, maybe the way we think TV is like, or how everybody, is exposing.
So when you first dealt with them, were there any difficulties? Especially as Gutla or Wakrile Strading.
Yes, there were a lot.
Were there difficulties? What kind of difficulties?
As you know, in our South Africa country, in these days, another problem of quite a lot of problems, but I just want to tackle on one. We are in the days somebody happily.
Yes.
And it starts there happily.
It starts kahab. It has a process. It has a process.
Then suddenly it gets into other stages. And I saw a lot of, actually in my street, a lot of young kids who were now getting involved kabodi happily. And I said, I need to do something. And I think by the guidance or by the leading of the Spirit, God gave me a creative way of doing ministry. Because for me, team is not just like soccer and then we get excited like coaching. Hallelujah.
But do you think, besides you being shown the way, let me just put it like that, you would have done something to stop those who were smoking happily?
Yes.
As a person, besides your spirituality, do you think?
As a person, I can say you cannot force people how to live their lives, and you cannot try to even get into people's lives, because at the end of the day, where they're coming from, or that family, their belief system, or how they say, or maybe if they are allowed that freedom. So you can't be invading people's privacies and lives. So, but what I can say as a brother, because I believe as a brother, if you see something wrong in the nation, you don't have to go and poke someone or finger them and say, hey, you are doing wrong. Show them the way. How? By bringing something that can keep them into the right way. And I think this coaching thing is part of that.
It's part of
Yes.
You were declaring no one's in a way, it's exciting.
Yes, it's exciting. And that's where you can be able to teach them and even tell them about the soccer players. Bojabupule or Shoes Mushwe, what happened to them. We learn from experiences. And what led those experiences to come to pass. And then you also show them through the way, and also you have to be involved into bringing some professionalism so that they can see, okay, this thing is not just playing soccer, good knock and pack. We are going somewhere.
You're going somewhere.
Yes.
So anything that besides soccer, as you say that you're putting people in the right path. So during those people, like is there something else that you do with the kids or for the kids besides soccer and coaching?
Oh yes, Karabo has been involved in ministry. Sometimes we've been doing crusades. with the likes of Voice to Echo,
Yeah.
or Fisherman's Village, those ministries where we go and put body jumping castle.
Yeah.
We're having some fun. Sometimes we used to pitch the tent and watch the movies.
Yeah.
It's about Jesus movies or Christian movies.
Yeah.
And we used to connect with youth and singing, dancing. Oh, I wish I had a lot to show you. Because this is the other phone, but I will try to get those things to send you. So it happened that I was involved into ministry in such a way, but besides ministry or besides soccer and stuff, also I used to go to houses.
Yeah.
And there are days I felt as the Lord leads me,
Yeah.
by the Spirit of God, you end up ministering to people. By the Spirit of God, you just know their problem.
Yeah.
And where you have to minister, prophetically, and you have to intervene to give solutions, because this is also part of the calling.
Yeah.
We don't just do it because we were looking for maybe attention and stuff. It's something that has to do with who you are.
Yeah.
So besides that, for me, ministry is a lifestyle. Anytime, anywhere, I can be led to do something, and I do it in the name of love, not to show, even to post.
Yeah.
Those who know me, they can even speak about David Torn, about Tembisa. We've been involved with those things. It's our Tusa, and also being involved in the organization. Renalebo stakeholder organization Tembisa Golden North.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of organizations, Bob Power, a lot under the director, I think, Bishop Mchan, Tembisa there. So we are very involved. We're working with stakeholders. If as an organization, because I also am running an organization, which is going to bring the services that rehabilitation. Because Rainbow Delight World Association, actually, it's spelled under restoration, equipping, reinforcing, change, empowering, and releasing people. Which is what we do in everything that we do. That's why even the team is called Rainbow Delight World Football Club, because it falls under the organization. Yes, but it's the organization is the umbrella for that. And also the rehab, because the rehab we've been operating as we go and get people and refer them to those rehab.
I'm too busy. Wait.
Yes, there's something that you can do.
Wait to go, and I'm like, but this guy leading rehab.
Yeah, there's something that you can do.
Yeah.
But do it legally. Where you help people, you take them and refer them to the right people. Yes. You don't just do your own thing there.
So what you do is get people who need help. Yes. And then you send them through to.
And as I said, I'm intervening, prophetically. Where I will sit down with the parent, we ask for forgiveness. That the teaspoon clear, so we are asking for.
Have you had such situations?
Obviously,
you do, Nemara. I can just imagine being in that situation.
Where you are apologizing?
How do you react to apologizing for the teaspoon?
In this situations, mostly that's on our ministry. Rehab. A brother says, "What will change?" And I'm not just gonna go there and say, "Okay, now you want to change, let's take you to rehab." There's steps. We start there and say, "Okay, where do you stay? Who do you stay with?" I just talked with the brother now. And we're having a chat there. Okay, this is a situation. How many years you've been involved with this? And say, "Are you really, really sure about changing?" Then he says, "Yes." I say, "Okay, I'm gonna pay you a visit on this day and this day. I'm gonna be there. And please make sure you are there. You are not gonna go. May I find you so that I can see that you are serious." And then I go. When I go, I find Mzwadi thing, because I asked Mzwadi turns everything. So we make that appointment to the right one. So we meet, and then you find out that I say, "Okay, I came on behalf," as I'm called, by the certain brother, because yena o kgathetse ka bophelo ba bophelo. So o kopela hore le kgone tlhaloganya hore o batla tseya a step of change. So now I'm that person who says, "Okay, if you want to change, let me usher you to the door of change." And then we sit down. As we're sitting down there, then it starts, "Okay, Mama, answer my good high, how disappointed and how hurtful, and how this things is affecting,
Yeah.
you know, as more feeling also. And you find that now you are involved into this, isn't like you are a social worker, but you're not, you know.
Yeah.
And but you are coming in such a way of saying you are supporting the brother,
The
and
brother, yeah.
it end up being like sort of canceling, but not canceling, you know. So we see it, and we talk about these problems and how many years for it's alarm. After that, that's when now it gets emotional a bit.
Yeah,
And then
rehabilitation stories like
yeah,
Didori before Mata rehab, they are touching.
Yeah, that touch.
Because it's
quite a lot of things you must find out what is the root cause.
Yeah. And would create or something. Yeah.
Or family.
A family
You know,
member.
and some people we need to understand they are very weak, you know, emotionally.
Yeah.
And that's why they find something to say it's going to be their comfort. For whatever thing that they are running from. And we're not saying it's they have the right to do that, but you know what, I believe even though they fell into that, you know, we have to give people love.
Yeah.
We have to support them, you know, up until now. I believe that up until you are not dead, buried, there's still potential, there's still purpose in your life, you know. And that's why we're saying we're calling for the dry bones to come alive. Even though a brother can be in a mess or whatsoever, I still believe he can become a president tomorrow.
Yeah.
He can become whatever he wants.
Because there are people who go into drugs and substances are very intelligent. They have some things in them, but hey, I've seen a lot of people they went into drugs because of maybe something ever phazamisang. But if you really check into them, they have things that they can do, activities that they can do to avoid those. So what do you think about those who go into as a person who works in hand with rehab? What do you think of a person who get into things using drugs? Like, let me just make an example: a musician who takes drugs to perform. What do you think about that person? Do you think into rehab?
The person who does that, we need to look at as you spoke about the motive.
Yeah.
So most of the artists, because as I'm also pursuing art, and I saw a lot of people in the art, you know, when it comes to music, a lot of rappers, doing this music, the motive was for fame. The motives was some was for ladies. Some quite a lot of reasons for that, you know. And people they have their own ways of viewing things, but doing that for that, I don't think, you know, if you are doing something that is not connected with your inner being, it's surely gonna fade away.
Yeah.
You know? Because life is not about just doing something. I mean, we have a lot of experiences based on the celebrities that we had. You know, it's not gonna end good.
Yeah.
You know, even the appearance, even the lifestyle.
Yeah.
It can take long, but you know, when you start with these things, you will boom. You will be on, you know, on point. Whatever, we will know you because of the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Drugs helps you, you know, to go to reach that
all out.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's a disadvantages for these things.
Yeah.
Dropper and then household drop, and when you are alone, that's why you find a lot of some of celebrities they commit suicide.
Yeah.
We don't know why. You know, if somebody who nearly snatla, or even a ramtaba, you know, we are very scared. But you had that guy who committed suicide.
Yeah.
You know, because of at the end of the day, drugs cannot keep you strong, even though you can take them. They just fooling you. That's what I, you know, I look at that way. I never been in drugs, but I lost a lot of cousins. You know, we buried someone. I think Nana probably maybe I did drugs.
Yeah.
And as probably I did drugs, I'm leader how I can essentially the pills, the high blood and stuff.
Yeah.
Because of maybe the problem I said thing. Then yana started maybe good drugs, and then when on life it speaks also one, you know what, the years did some and stuff, and you will think, okay, this is just a situation that of it down deeply, you know, emotionally crippled or whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then Mutaipola Sajila Alperi.
Yeah.
And then he was gone. We buried him. And actually it was my uncle. Yeah. You know, we buried him. And it came to me as I was growing up, seeing that the youth bipolar, the girlfriends.
I've had such
those years.
Such a friend.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a friend who killed himself because of a girl, and I was like, I never, I never. Not that I'm judging,
Yeah.
or what, but obviously, how you told me, turn to what, why?
People are not emotionally strong.
Then Happy King. Most people who kill themselves are men, boys. They kill themselves because of this say monna ki pudi ulela ka hare pudi
something like that.
You're not supposed to show your tears out. It also kills people.
It kills people.
It kills people. So I want us to talk about poetry. Yes. I used to write poetry, but you'll never say or hear me saying poem anyone. Yeah. So when did you start becoming a poet?
As I was writing my songs.
Yeah.
And then it came that these poems just came by the Spirit. And as I believe it was 2020, this thing it got serious.
Yeah.
Into where I was writing. I found myself writing, and I wrote something like 3 poems that are very, very, very powerful, and it's concerning this what we're going through as Africa, as the nation, as the generation.
Yeah.
And the one that I think most of the people that I just showed that I'm still raising it was I Perceive. And there's another one called The Generation.
So okay, besides the poems being about what we're going through, what pushes you to write?
I don't know, it just came out of my spirit.
And then you just started
to write. Because I remember I was writing my songs, actually. This was about songs, because I also have the song called Unity.
Yeah.
And it says oppression, depression, segregation destroys us.
Yeah.
We don't want that. We're just peacemakers. If you want to know why that, we love these nations, we love this world. And then I was in writing, and I was asking myself, why am I rhyming with these words and stuff?
Yeah.
And then it got into a position where now I was serious, where now I when I see something, I just feel about writing it.
Yeah.
Then I started to say, okay, I perceive that the generation that's trod, that previous generation have already fought those, those battles, but we run as if we are not fit, And it got serious in such a way I started writing. And on my own way, not copying anybody.
Yeah.
And I've never been like I'm not even having a role model of poet, a poet.
Yeah.
Okay, in school we had Shakespeare, because we were taught what that be not proud, through literature.
Yeah.
You have to go through those things, go school.
Yeah.
But I never found myself being too much into poetry, even through art.
Yeah.
By that time I was not focusing on poetry.
So when you were in art, specifically art, which category?
Acting. I was too much. And as I was in choirs and stuff, singing also, and also baking, it was acting. Actually, let me say, not visual art or creative art or kabodi drawings and stuff. Those things, I think I was doing them, but not too much.
Yeah.
Because of, as art is broad, and as we were in Boho Chachwayo, but now we were focused too much about acting.
Yeah.
The likes of Steve, our clients in Google Scandal, they were teaching those things, our teacher, because Neralbo the flowers of nation, but as about too much goes on. And then we left. We were busy actually in Davidton.
Yeah.
The group style actor and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were busy into those things. So now I was too much in acting and also in music choir. Then about hip hop, I started to like hip hop. I think there was a rapper who made me to just pursue hip hop.
Who is that?
And that rapper, I just liked the way how he just, I was connecting with him.
Yeah.
Empty the hustler, I was connecting with him because he was speaking, quite a lot of
things. You finally said it. Wasn't it last week? She told me to, and like the person AKA, I'm like, why not slow down? You just make me happy out of empty.
Yeah, because the brother empty, he speaks about the truth, and it's something that what we're experiencing,
Yeah, and then what's about people is guys, if I were to talk
connecting.
about MT, even though I don't know 100% of facts of his life, but why did we
Yes, it's
besides his rapping, trapping, whatever they say,
yes.
but Ntozadi Chong in his songs, like if you listen to them
You
as a
can
person,
see,
like
yes. This is reality.
it is reality because mostly happen in his life and mostly happen around where he stays. Yeah, so you made me happy. This is my wow.
Yeah, then that's where I started to like hip hop.
Yeah.
And going through, I remember I was telling David and my cousins, they know because I was telling go sing and they saw me always making songs and saying I'm gonna make a song. And I have a song called Gloss Over, and that song, it's something to do with, I think I liked how MT style also, the way he portrayed his song, because it was not one thing, and even the rhythm, everything was connecting, So I think by those time, Ansita album Elia Hayamatom, that's where I started to become focused on music, and I was just doing music, also writing. And then I said, no, man, what I'm gonna write, I don't want to be just an artist now, or pursue hip hop.
Yeah.
Even if I have to invest my music into something like 5 years or 10 years, as long as it's gonna be rich. Even now, those songs that I have, that's why my strong points give it a reach.
Yeah.
Everything that I have to speak, it has to be powerful. Even if I rhyme it or rap it, it has to be powerful. And it has to be figurative, because I believe in figurative and metaphoric language, as I'm a poetic person. So my hip hop is not just to be creative. I can diss you, but poetically.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
I can diss you, or I can create something that it can speak. For an example, I can say money became their body. Changing became their body. Chris never ate the hand. But so yes, there's quite a lot of things that I'm writing, and that's why I want to invest into my writing.
Yeah.
And I saw that I think it's a gift also, because the way how I write.
Trust me on that. I agree. Yes. I just poetry, and then now your lines get digesting, and I'm like, no.
Something.
Yeah. If it was me, I'm not saying poetry is not in me, but I don't think I'd be easy to be like da 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 da. I don't think I'd be easy to rhyme with, unless if what I used to write about was my emotions, nothing else but my emotions. The only thing that I wrote about reality was when women were being killed, like nakwele santsane le pandemic ela basadi ba bolaiwa. That's when I wrote a poem. But poem, I can't tell you even one single line. Because it's not like I'm really into it. Yeah.
It was maybe to pass that message.
Because like when I write poems, I write them through my emotions. So if I feel like crying, that's when I start writing poems, so that I can let my tears come out. After that, I'm done. It's not like bad. So right now, I heard that you have programs. King S something.
Via the organization of
yes,
Rainbow Delight World Association. It's an organization. And currently now we are working on opening the rehab, because as I was working as an outpatient person with somebody. So now I want to pursue into opening my own rehab. And it's a process. It's a process, but I was told that I have to open an office, and then I need to file certain papers that are legal, and then after that process I can then turn visa. Because for now it's not just the rehab, it's not just to rehabilitate brothers and sisters there where I just intervene. For now it's after restoring them. Okay, we rehabilitate, but we need to restore you as a person, because people are broken out there. They need.
That's why people like Mutake no go rehab.
Yes, because he hasn't healed. And we don't know what is the root cause. So by the grace of God, as a believer in Christ and being led by the Spirit, God helps us to even, intervene to know what is the problem.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can tell the person, so how did you know? And you say, I know this is the cause. Because by that time, it's maybe God showing you, or then the Spirit is leading you. Then the person can start to heal, because now you are ushering him to the door of healing. I know those kind of the programs, somebody psychiatrists and stuff, we are not interfering with that. We still take them. That's why we refer them to rehab. But I so believe that some other things are spiritual, and it will need the right person for that. Because you find people, we take them to rehab, we take them to psychiatrists, we take them to, physiotherapists, all those things, but they still come back and elapse, through these things. So it shows, no, the problem was not the physical one, it was a spiritual one, or it was an emotional thing. Then if we can correct that, we can be able to lead the person into healing. So that's very awesome about this thing. But I've seen Hori into the rehab and everything. We have a lot of organizations, but it goes with what is the vision. You see. So now my vision is to rehabilitate, but not only that, because I understand that a lot of people go back into doing the same thing if we don't keep them busy. So that's why we have to, right now we were so precious and I think so blessed, because we're getting the technical school, about TKM. So we were taught how to weld, we were taught about the mechanical technology, we were taught about EGD. So we know the basic of all the construction, basic stuff. So you can bring those skills. So okay, somebody aga weldela the frame. If yena a raba to sebetsa le rena, maybe a bule business then I will. So we are like rehabilitating, and then we restore, we equip you, not only physically, also maybe spiritually, if you want to be involved and to know whether how, if you want to be involved in that part about spirituality. And when I'm saying spirituality, not quite a lot of spirituality, and I'm very firm about that. But now it's biblical. So when we teach you about those things, if you are involved, you want to be involved, we have time for that. We worked at the body ministry at Fisherman's Village, where they have like body camping about that. You spend a weekend, then you go out being different, and a lot of testimonies, were coming out. Or my life just changed, and I was struggling with this. Even people leaving drugs without going to the rehab. We have found those things, happening, because
it happens, man. It was like, we had two guys, and they were both into drugs, like deeply into. Kore har fasa zolo. Ritsuba kwai. Minute ritsuba kwai ki zolo. Minute after zolo ki kwai. Like they never the first one never feta 20 bantu ba ira exchange ya zolo kwai. And then one of them decided, okay, I'm going to join a certain business. I joined a business. Today he's still pushing in that business, and he's clean. He went to rehab and came back. And then this one, Usanzanali going to and like he's nowhere to be known. But wabona hore mutu o lungo di businessing uken mola because akitse kitla nearly in. Because but it was something like we normally say that like when now I fail no capile somebody, it's not said out there. Can touch you to a certain thing in a it's like re go drugs and re pinky, blue, white, and then when it's time for I am able but you're not able. So you did it because you think I'm also there with you. But then I could be able to move away from it. So I can say it's a halang job. As I'm listening to you, I'm asking myself, do you preach?
A lot. And I never went to Bible school. I never went to anything like being taught how to preach. I think it started when you read the Bible and the Lord himself, he says he will teach you.
Yeah.
And I think he started to teach me. And as we were part of certain ministries, getting involved and getting some knowledge, because there's impartation through knowledge.
Yeah.
So what you automatically become of that. You know? And it started there, being trained through those camps and stuff, and it became into my spirit that we need to speak so that people can get some lighting more life. And we need light. We need light, and we need to know the truth. Because there's quite a lot of things that even today people are claiming to be the solutions of those things, but we find those things are still there. And we can find out even scientists not to try to be here debating or whatsoever, but to be just specific and to extrapolate on this. You find that they don't have answers. They are trying to claim how this and this came there, but they don't have answers. Then it shows that there's someone who knows everything, and we need to find out who's that. And we can find out it's only God. We cannot try to say Mother Nature and stuff, but if Mother Nature has answers, then let's have answers to see. Because we find that everything that we were told and through the systems of the scientists and stuff, they still don't have enough answers for us. So that's why I'm saying it can only be God. Because of he enlightens and gives us certain knowledge, and we start to know. How do you know how do you know to help someone without you being trained or went to school for that? You didn't even go to school for something. You just tell someone the problem and you just fix it because the Lord or the Spirit of God is leading you on how to bring a solution by that time without even using anything. You just know that 1, 2, 3. For an example, you can find that somebody says they are sick, and then when you say, okay, they didn't even tell you. You say you have cancer. They say, how did you know? You see, it's the Spirit of God, and which means when God showed you, he cannot just reveal something to you just to entertain people. He shows you because he wants to solve that problem. Then we find out by just declaring and saying, I declare that you are healed. Somebody is now healed. And then they say, my brother, you remember we prayed that I told you that I have cancer. And yesterday I went to the doctor, and then they say cancer is not there. Then the other time I thought maybe this doctor is wrong. I went to the other one. They say I no longer have cancer. And,
but do you believe in that?
I believe because I saw that. For an example.
Cancer. The example you're doing, do you believe in that?
I extremely believe in that because I saw somebody being held who was my colleague. As I was working at the airport. And I was passing by the boarding gate because we were boarding agents. And then I went to the office and I was coming back, and I said, in my spirit, it was cancer. And I asked, do you have cancer? She said, yes. And I said, you know what? When you don't have the flight and when I don't have the flight, can we go to the chapel? Because we had a chapel at the airport. And then we went to the chapel. And I remember we just declared, she just gave her life to Jesus. That Lord's Prayer, Lord Jesus, come into my heart. And she declared that prayer powerfully so. And we renounce certain things, and we renounce every evil spirit, every satanic one. We prayed based on that. And I remember her shaking. And it was my days of starting to be in ministry, and I got scared. Because now she's shaking. But she was getting help. And then because we went there with the other colleague, it was her and the other sister and me, and we declared those prayers. She shaked, and the other sister was carrying her down. Then after our prayer, we went back to work. We didn't think about healing and stuff because now I was asking myself, she was shaking, but maybe God was. But she was happy, and something just happened. It's like something like transfiguration. She was transfigured. A day after that, I think she was off. She went to the clinic and doctor there. They said they don't see cancer. And she went to the other one. And then they said they don't see cancer. Then she came to me and said, I'm healed. So I started to see that, it can only be God. Because of through declaring, through prayer, God takes control without us doing anything. I didn't even lay hands. I didn't do anything. It was just the power of declaration, you know, and we declared, and she got healed. So that's why I'm saying I strongly believe in God, because I've seen God healing people.
Yo, hi, Carmina. I have nothing to say about that. I can't debate on it or say anything against it. So, what can the people expect from you in the music if you're going to be recording soon? And poetry, where can they see what you do? Have you started uploading something?
At this moment, everything is just quiet because of when I'm gonna come like momentum. Because everything now is ready, but I just want to, when I come to the media, I'm gonna bring everything that's to say this is me. Now I'm in the field.
So the
Rainbow Delight World Association, which is an organization and also a company. So I am operating. I think you know, in my office is still at home at this moment, but I'm very working out there, and there's a team that's at this moment I'm still working with, and we are trying, as I said, we're starting to build the rehab and stuff. So basically before June, everything for me, it will be structured. You know.
So do you have any social media platforms for the association?
For the association. Yes, I've been using my TikTok. There you find that it's mega. It shows the Rainbow Delight World Association. You know.
I'll show you guys the picture of the Rainbow Delight
World
Association.
Yes. And then I also have Rainbow Delight World Football Club, which is the team under the NPO. And you know, we want to bring professional soccer. That's where we equip, we develop, we release. And then it's not just soccer. It's where football meets education. Because they sometimes study. You know, we have a teacher from these two schools that we are in, and they are professional teachers from schools, as I'm saying. So they help with assisting the little ones to prepare for exams based on the curriculum. So our team is balancing the academics and the career. So that's what we are working on, and we don't normally practice every day. We practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. That's where we study, or if we don't study, as today we were busy also in the field, and you know, if we don't have a match, it's either we are studying. If we are not studying, it's either we have a program among ourselves, like spiritual, maybe declaring, as we like to confess. You know, there's some activities that we do in the team. So yes, those are the three things that are vibrant, but there are still things coming out that I'm going to bring out as the craft is going to be ready. Because you know, I believe in mending the nets for the cash to make the structure strong first before you can expand and go somewhere. So that's basically what I'm working on now.
Okay. So are you willing to take other people? Are you still taking in people in the organization?
In the organization, I need quite a lot of people actually.
Oh yeah.
I need quite a lot of people because, you know, in the organization, as I say, we deal with restoration, equipping, reinforcing change, empowering, and releasing people. So there's people who can fit and say, now I'm too much into skills development. Maybe I have the skills, WIT and stuff. How about we bring the skills to your people by rehab? You know, and then maybe we can teach a brother that this is IT. And then IT operates like this. Tomorrow, that brother, instead of being involved, Kabodi, whatsoever, not knowing what to do, he can open his internet cafe, whatever, anything to do with IT, or Alexa the phone, or Alexa the TV. So we at this moment we are still working on that structure as Rainbow Delight World Association. So that as we're gonna be bringing that office, it will, you know, be working with all those. But everybody who wants to be part of it, you're not restricted, but you will have to go through screening. You know, and then that's where I will know that okay, as me, you know, I have ways of doing things. I will know, okay, this person is right for us, or do we still to empower those people? You know, if somebody just come and say, now I want you to empower me only. At this moment, we are not in the position of saying we can empower you only. You know, we are still working with, we are still in the initial stage. So I don't want you to have high expectations saying, Karabo, here am I. You know, maybe I can be a transport to those people because we follow body coaching. You know, I've been under coaching. It's about JT Fox. You know, the coaching, Real Success Network. you go through those and you get coached by successful people who are very vibrant there, and you follow their principles, because of that's what makes them to be successful. So that's a network and stuff. So maybe I can refer you to those platform or that network if you want the network. But in terms of maybe physically, I'm still working on my structure. So we have to start at home first.
Yeah.
And make sure as we're strong, then we can go out and say we can help others. So we are still in the initial.
Okay, guys, we're going to call it a day. I hope Nimlalele, as he says, he's willing to take people in. So he's going to share his social media platforms so that people can contact you, of course.
Yes.
And yeah, you guys will talk business now, Yeah. So if you don't mind, please tell the people your social media platforms.
The easiest way to find me, WhatsApp. WhatsApp. That's where everybody, if they want to find me close, you can find me on WhatsApp. It's 082-582-4088, and then that's Karabo Moko. And check me on TikTok. That's Mega. You will find the logo. World Association. And then YouTube also, you'll find me the YouTube page. It's gonna be also Karabo Moko, because I had a channel on YouTube. It was showing my logo for Logo Delight World Association. I haven't published anything new because I said I want to bring everything at once. So those are the platforms you'll find me. Even on Twitter and some other platforms, I will update you so that you will give them the right.
I'll give them. Yes. So if guys are Mzwanga, if you did not hear what he said or did not hear anything about the social media platforms, we'll have it at the end of the video. So please don't forget, we always tell you that noticing someone's work is like the world notices work. So please don't forget to check him out, and please lately support other people so that you also support it. From me and him and the crew, adios.